I finally found the best tire for the spring season. What's up guys, my name is Charles and welcome back to my cycling YouTube channel. If you're new here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button for more cycling content. So riding your bike into the spring season, it can be such a pleasure or it can be such a disaster. The roads around here in Quebec at that time of the year, from March to April, are extremely bad. There's potholes everywhere, there's gravel everywhere, all the streets are dirty, all the streets are wet, and the weather is still cold, right? I still ride around those 2 or 3 or 4 degrees, and the last thing I want in this weather is a puncture. Puncture could mean for a disaster into a big ride, because when it's cold, you don't want to stop. You don't want to take off your gloves, and if you do have a puncture and you start to mess up with taking out your tubes into your saddle bag and start to mount it, you want to avoid this as much as possible. And when Pirelli sent over those tires, at first I was like, they're not fast, I do not want them on my bike. And I was wrong. I was really wrong, because it's not always about going fast. In the early season rides, there's no race, there's no reason to gain those little extra marginal gains of a super quick tire. And all I really want is comfort and puncture protection. And this is where these tires from Pirelli comes into place. So they are the Pirelli Cinturato Velo. I got them here in 24, but they're also available into 26. And a huge advantage of these tires is that they're still really fast. They have additional grip when it's wet, and the whole tire is reinforced for tire protection. So I've been using this tire for maybe the past 1,000 kilometers. I've been riding outside for the last month, and I am not disappointed at all. I mounted them tubeless because they are tubeless ready. I feel you should do that too. The tubeless, it sometimes sucks. It's a pain to set up. It can really get messy with the sealant. But once you're up and running, it's such a pleasure. It gives a lot more confidence that you will not have a puncture. It's also proven that it's supposed to be a little bit faster. Don't mark my word on it. But I really love my tubeless experience when I'm set up. And when the tire is easy to mount onto the wheel. I've had such problems mounting tubeless tires onto my wheel sometimes from other brands. This is such a downer and a bummer for me. With those Pirelli Cinturato Velo, I mounted them with barely any force. I still had to push hard, but it was not something exceptional. I did not use tire levers. We were not 2 guys onto the tire to mount it. I did it myself and it was great. So what else can I say about this tire? So it has bigger grooves to evacuate water, and in those early season rides, there's potholes everywhere. Turns can be dusty and wet, and the last thing you want is your front wheel to start to slip when you're making a turn. So this additional grip is really welcome for all the rides here on those early seasons. So when will I change those Cinturato Velo tires? So I will keep riding them until maybe the end of April. So at the start of May, I will put my brand new Pirelli tubeless ready race tire. Those tires are faster, they are lighter, but they give up on the puncture protection and into the comfort. But that's something I'm totally willing to do, because I'm more into that performance side of cycling. If you're more into the endurable side of cycling, the peace of mind for the puncture protection, the peace of mind for the grip into the corners, the peace of mind for the control in the wet, those tires are a solid option. I really love my experience riding those Pirelli Cinturato Velo, and I will mount them again next year onto this bike for the early season ride, and maybe the late season. We'll see if into the fall, November or December, I will remount those tires for my last couple rides of the year, and I recommend them to anyone who are looking for 2 new tires. Alright, this is it for today's video about this quick review of the Cinturato Velo. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to leave a thumbs up, subscribe if you aren't already. I have a lot more cycling content coming in the next few weeks that you don't want to miss out. My name is Charles, and I will see you guys on the road or to the next video. Peace!